Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back again to give you guys another weekly recap of how much I make doing gig work full time. I do Uber Eats, Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash, just depending on my mood. Sometimes I'd like to do food delivery, sometimes I like to do rideshare. Obviously, if there's concerts and extra bonuses and things like that, I'm gonna lean more towards rideshare. But if you saw my last few videos, you'll see that about 3 weeks ago, there was a Beyonce concert here. That week, I was able to make 1,770 gross profit. 2 weeks ago, there was an Ed Sheeran concert. I was able to make 1,850 gross profit. And then last weekend, there was a big concert here, a country music concert with George Strait and Chris Stapleton. If you guys don't know country music, they're like some of the biggest names in country music, and they had a concert for 2 nights in a row. There was also a 50 Cent concert at a different arena. So it was just a super lit weekend. And on the second day of the concert, actually, it started raining and there was a lot of lightning and thunder. So they had to end the concert early. And there's a lot of people that they have like hotels and Airbnbs that are close to the stadium, which they would have probably walked if it wasn't raining, but since it was raining, they wanted to get an Uber. And that just increased the demand for Uber and Lyft, and that increased the surges and the bonuses. So thanks to that, it was like a really good weekend. And I'll throw up some screenshots of the best rides I had. Most of these rides came from that night where it was raining and everyone was trying to get out of there ASAP. There was also a couple of screenshots of these reserve trips that Uber's been sending me to the airport. So thankfully, they've been sending me a lot of really good reserve trips early in the morning. And these are paying like $25, $30, $35 for like a 10-mile trip. So I've been accepting all those, and usually I'll just drive all night. And then, about like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, I'll hit those reserve trips and then I'll go home after that. But yeah, I'll throw up some screenshots to show you guys the best trips I had this weekend, to give you guys a rough idea of how much each app is making me. So on Uber, it's going to be $1,381.70. On Lyft, $177.46. And on DoorDash, $382.13, which is going to be a total of $1,941.29. And I only worked 50 hours and 15 minutes. So that's a really good hourly rate. For the amount of time I work, that's a lot of money in my opinion. Obviously, I have expenses and all that, gas, maintenance, insurance, all that stuff, which, taxes too, which I calculate to about 10% of my income. So if I do that calculation, I'm left with $1,747.16. And the hourly rate, after accounting for expenses, would be about $34.76. So a really solid hourly rate, really solid week in general. And I think, next weekend, there's not really anything major happening. I know that they're going to be shutting down like Broadway and some parts of downtown because they have like an F1 race going on, which they basically race the race cars like through downtown. So I know that there's going to be some people here for that. And then there's also a UFC event happening too, which I think there's going to be like 20,000 people there for that. So no major concert next weekend, but there's going to be some minor events, and I'm hoping I could have a really good weekend as well. Looking forward, there's not any big concerts really this summer. I think this was the last one from what I've seen. But on the bright side, school's going to be back in session in a couple of weeks. So I think there's going to be an increase in, riders and bonuses and, streaks and all that, because of the fact that, school's going to be in session, and there's probably going to be a bunch of college kids who are going to go out on the weekends and party and things like that. So I'm hopeful looking forward, I'm optimistic. I think that even though concert season is kind of over with, I'll still be able to make, pretty good money as long as I put in the time and put in the effort. And I'm just thankful so far that there's been so many good concerts and so many good surges and bonuses this summer. And I've been able to have weeks where I'm making, anywhere from like 1,800 all the way to 2,450. I think gross profit, of course, was like my best week when Taylor Swift was here. So yeah, like I said, I'm just thankful for that. And, I'm trying to be optimistic going forward, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to be doing this every week where I just show my weekly income. And like I said, it's been really good lately, but, it might get worse, or, it might get better. Who knows? That's the thing with gig work. It's kind of unpredictable. But like I said, I'm trying to be optimistic, and I'm going to keep you guys updated, and I'm going to show you guys my weekly recap every week. So thanks for watching.